us being close, you haven't really spoken about that. I didn't know this was such like a big deal to you.
If anything, when I'm making my pitch to Barstool, it's like started that with not a clue. Down the road, if we're talking 1 year from now, we're sitting here the same place.
Yeah.
We had a little series called Sunday Sauce last year.
Sunday Sauce.
And we just kind of shot the shit about motivational stuff. But
Yeah, man.
this one, we're going to be doing one for your business, one for mine.
Bounce back and forth. Schmitty-con.
And for mine, I just want to talk about things maybe behind the scenes of Daily Dose that people don't get to see.
Yeah.
Like last week, I talked about why I started it. This week, I want to talk a lot about the Barstool.
Different perspective. Yeah. I mean, I saw you post about that. So like talk about that. Like what's your mindset? What's your approach? Where are you trying to go with that?
The next 80 days, I'm going to be looking to make a strong attempt to get hired at Barstool Sports, which I know is going to happen. I've manifested it. I'm going to continue to manifest it.
Yeah.
But I'm coming up to a point in my life, and I won't get into too much detail. Maybe later on when there's more clarity.
Maybe down the road, yeah.
But I'm coming up to a fork, and it's like one way is content creation and one way's, other real world life shit, job shit. It's getting close, and 80 days is a good mark for me to really, this is time to lock in. I'm ready to fucking grind.
Final push type
and I'm ready to go at it. I held out for a little bit in making a attempt to go after Barstool because I wanted to build up my content first, and I wanted to
get some skills,
grow a little more. But like I said, it's coming down to a time where it doesn't like matter anymore. I need to make it happen.
It's
and
time for you to fucking show up.
That's what I'm gonna do. So besides just posting the TikTok, which I'm gonna be posting a TikTok of some of my new content that I'm putting out. We've been filming a lot lately, and some of the older content, like some content from the beginning. We've had great guests on the podcast, and some of the vlog footage that we have from the early days kind of went unnoticed. We're not unnoticed. It hasn't been seen by some of the new followers that we've gained.
For sure.
So I'm going to be posting a TikTok just saying like, day one, day whatever, all the way up until 80 days. All I want them to do is just look at my page. And I think I don't even have to do much talking. My page speaks for itself.
So is there like a certain like goal in mind that you have? Like, is there a certain position that you want, or you just want to get your foot in the door?
I just want to get my foot in the door at Barstool. I think it's such a unique company, and it's been one of my goals for a while to work there. Being a media company on the Northeast, right? You see a lot of these media influencers or any sort of media company on the West in Hollywood, and you got to go to LA and do that. But I'm not about that. I love the East Coast, and I love Barstool for what it is and what it stands for. And I followed them for a long time. But they don't have, set positions or certain things in place or limits on what you can do with your content. It's pretty much be yourself, be unique. And if you ask me how my content differs from other people,
like what makes you stand out?
I don't have like a sentence or words to correlate my content. But I think it just speaks for itself, which may sound cliche. But if you look, I'm doing the travel vlogging, right? Bouncing around. I'm interacting with people. I'm going to colleges, talking with college kids and getting funny reactions out of them. I might be, blowing smoke up my own ass, but for someone to just take a podcast from 0 to fucking 60.
I mean, bro, you got fucking Robert O'Neill. Like, you got a lot of like big name people, bro. You had Henry Jousey, right?
Harry Jousey. Henry Jousey.
How do you pronounce
Harry
it?
Jousey.
Jousey, whatever. He was talking about Jake Paul.
Yeah, and I talked about how my dad's helped me with some of the early guests, but still, that was like 2 or 3 people. I don't know if people understand that.
So maybe touch on that really quick. Like all the effort that you put into that. What does that look like?
A lot of emails to get those people on, and then a lot of negotiations. And I'd say 75% of my emails are rejected or not even answered.
It's fine, but you got to take all the shots.
Which bro. I mean, if anything, when I'm making my pitch to Barstool, it's like my work ethic, I think, speaks for itself in that I got all those people without no real name. 4,000 followers on Instagram, 5,000 followers on TikTok, and 500 subscribers on YouTube.
500, bro. That's it.
So for someone to take the time out of their day when they're at that point in their life or they at that status, I have to provide some sort of value.
Yeah, because like, where's the incentive for them to take time out of their day to speak with you? So like, what do you do for them?
That's a great question. I mean, I not only am I posting the TikToks to Barstool, but I'm sending DMs to Dave, Gaz, who runs all the social media stuff at Barstool. I'm sending it to him, and Erica Nardini, who's the CEO. I'm just sending them
what
DMs.
What about freaking chicken fry that you got on play, bro?
Because I want to get this trend going a little bit. Maybe on day like 25 or 30, I want to build some momentum first before I try and go at them. Because too soon. Like we said before, just now, providing value.
Yeah.
I don't really know the girl Brianna Chicken Fry that well. I know her through a friend. I know Hannah Cook pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't like putting people in those situations where I know it's gonna help me, but like, what does she have to gain out of it? I want to make sure,
because she's sticking her neck out for you, and it's like you guys don't really know each other that well, so it's like.
Well, I know Hannah Cook well.
Hannah,
for her to do that, but you know how many people are asking her to do that, right?
Yeah, probably
I don't want to just be another person that's doing it.
Yeah.
I want to have
you want to stand out,
credible content.
Yeah.
I want to have like this format that I'm building where I'm doing the trend, I'm doing the DM, so like I have a little bit of a resume building. So when she does go to someone and be like, look, they see that it's not just like one day I woke up and I was like, Hannah, can you get me a job at Barstool? It's like, look at what he's been doing
a lot of shit on the
leading up to this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like the best videographer ever. That's another thing I took from 0 to 60. I started that with not a clue.
Not a clue. One day you're just like, yo, I got a camera.
Not a clue, bro. And I was ready to toss my computer through the wall the first month I used Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
And I was using iMovie for the first 3-4 months of Daily Dose. And you could tell the content.
Yeah.
It just looks like it was made on an iMovie.
Is it really that much of a difference
format
between the two platforms?
Yeah, 100%. Day and night.
Yeah.
But it was so tough to learn at first. But that's just me putting myself in an uncomfortable situation, saying, not doing the 9 to 5 anymore.
Nope.
I'm going to make it happen. I started with that. And when you asked, what are you saying to these people to help them get on the pod? I'm also implying that, listen, I could do videographer work too. Here's some of my work. Here's some of the things I've done in the past on my vlog and for other people. And then let me know if you fuck with it or not. At Barstool, I believe it'd be a good fit, and that I'm not copying anyone there.
Yeah, you're your own, like.
But I'm doing my own thing. I think I could travel. I think I could help the sports book grow by just bouncing around, still making my content. Maybe you could be like a
fucking sales rep.
I wouldn't look at it sales, but I would definitely.
I'm just saying,
promote it within my content. It's not how Barstool could help me. It's how could I help Barstool?
Yeah, because
grow.
That's the only way you're gonna get in there.
Exactly.
So let's say me and you are talking like a year from now. You sign with Barstool. Tell me what happens like when you get in there. Like, what role do you think you'd play? What type of content would you be like producing? Like, where do you see that going?
Down the road, if we're talking 1 year from now, we're sitting here the same place.
Yeah.
I think I see myself as still growing. Look, I'm not trying to go into Barstool and be the face of the company. I know my role. I know the kind of content that I'm looking to put out and put forth.
Yeah.
I stick to that. I continue to travel around the country.
Yeah.
I continue to go to colleges and talk to people and get some good, worthy reactions and have some good conversations and continue to make good vlogs that people want to see. I also have this idea that I pitch, I'm doing the podcast, but blend the podcast and the vlog. Like when I go to shoot the podcast, do the podcast and then do like a day in the life of whatever that actor, actress, athlete.
Yeah,
I'm talking.
They could do like a fucking house tour. You could do like a workout. You can go get food, some shit.
Then with the backing of Barstool, I think that would be huge. A day in the life of whoever, and then just showing,
I mean, like honestly, like why couldn't you? Why couldn't you do that? Like, why isn't that a possibility? I didn't know this was such like a big deal to you. You never really expressed it.
I mean, it's always been a goal, but
I feel like you haven't voiced that though.
I wanted to build my content first, but
I mean, that's what they say. Like, is like keep your goals quiet, because it could get lost in the sauce if you're constantly putting out there, So that's us being close, you haven't really spoken about that much, which is crazy to think about. Like, what's your mindset behind that?
I'm ready to put all my chips on the table,
leave it on the line.
It's coming up to the fork in the road, and it's time to make it happen. It's the fourth quarter.
Fucking fourth quarter.
I'm ready to make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna continue to. I'm going all in, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. We're taking over.